Hello. Hi. Hi everybody. It's 15 minutes past midnight. When they invited me, I thought I'm going to be a guest speaker. Looks like I'm a ghost speaker now. So, bonjour tout le monde. How many of you really wanted to opt for a position abroad? MBAs. How many of you? That's why I asked you, bonjour tout le monde. Est-ce que tu comprends français? Ok, bom dia. Como está? Tudo bem? Falar português? So, you already have a dream of getting into international employment and you have not even taken one single step of knowing. So, you all predetermined, premeditated that I will go to USA or UK. Is it correct? What about if you get a job in France or Germany or Poland or Spain? A thought process. Have anybody of you even thought of even attending one class to one additional foreign language that I will, most important foreign that's spoken widely all over the world? Have anyone thought of it? So, initial measure, if somebody want to, this is vilayum payir mulayale theriyum. So, somebody who knows that Tamil, the beautiful saying is there. If you have the thought, the perspective of going abroad, the initial step is to learn one foreign language at least. Okay, let's come to reality. Okay. So, what that comes in your mind? What that comes, get back. What that possibly comes to your mind when somebody say job abroad? Just a flash. Not go in detail. Yes, somebody say job abroad. I'm getting a job abroad. What that comes in your mind? What that flashes in your mind? Money. Good. Money, cars, exotic houses, travel, pizzas, burgers, finger chips, travel, luxury apartments, fast cars, speed bikes. Well, this is what I hear from almost 80 to 90% of the people whom we have recruited all over the world. When they come, first thing what they wanted to know is that exactly this is what it is, what you yourself expressed. This is what comes in their mind. And what is reality? When I really, after 23 years of worldwide traveling with a lot of difficulties which I have faced, I am standing before you. It's not just as a person. Go back, please. Hard work. That's what comes to my mind. When somebody says job abroad, what that comes to my mind is hard work, sacrifices, a lot of sacrifices, survival, there's country risk, there's a currency risk, there's socio-economic facts, there is culture shocks, there will be adaptability. There are so many factors are there. And you see, all the business today is done for what? Everybody is doing a business, establishing a company abroad, overseas. What they are so much interested in? And why are you so much interested in? Which you explain, money, a lot of money, in American accent, a lot of money. So, every business is done for a benefit called margin. Thanks to the technology, today margins are squeezed. All the CEOs all over the world will agree with me. Life is so much easier 20 years ago. But today is not the same scenario. The margins are getting squeezed and squeezed and squeezed and squeezed because of the technology. A person sitting in the farm gate, sitting in a laptop with a Wi-Fi. Sorry sir, the terminal list today is rising. So we can't sell it to you. Then the technology has taken them all the way down to the farm gate where we source. What we call mark to market, a product to the fine end. Everything is transparent today. What is left over for every secret of the business already been opened up. The technology made it available to all of you. If you want to know the business, go to Google, you will come to know everything. So business has speed. The business environment today, it was not like before. The competition has increased. The people have to do volume to get the margins, whatever they're looking at. It's a tight scenario. MBAs are most welcome abroad now. Keeping in mind that you have a task ahead. It's like money, fast cars, luxuries and everything. Reality is something different. I would like to tell you one very beautiful short story with thought-provoking. A small story which was told by one of the very elders when I traveled deep inside Africa. One of the village chief told me this story. Very beautiful, short thought process. You see, my son, in Africa we say, every morning when a deer, it's antelope, a small deer, when it wakes up, it prays to God, I should run faster than the fastest lion so that I'll be able to survive. Now, the lion wakes up every day in the morning and prays to God, I should run faster than the slowest deer so that I'll be able to eat and survive. The message is very, 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 very beautiful. The lion says, I wanted to run faster than the slowest deer so that I'll be able to eat and survive. So, my dear, when you opt for a job, whether you're a lion or a deer, when the sun is up, you need to run. That's the lesson. Either you're a third class MBA or a second class MBA or first class MBA, doesn't matter. If you opted for a job abroad, please, ready to run. View from the point of the employer. So why are you so special? There are so many people, there are so many companies abroad also. Position abroad means you are going to another country where there is already a workforce there, there are people there, other specialists are there. What makes you so special? Why do they choose you? Because you are Mr. Right. You are Mr. Double Right. Is that so? So I would like to say, do you have any idea what is expected out of you? When you are taken for a job, they are paying you. They are not just going, they are paying you thrice the money. It's a lot of money, yes. It's thrice the money amount they are going to pay you. If the company is going to spend you $100,000, you have to create a bottom line of at least $1 million. Please remember that. No free lunch in this world. If definitely, it's going to cost. This is what expected out of you. Doing the job doesn't get you any promoted, or just doing the job doesn't get you anywhere. You are expected to perform beyond expectations. Perform, put it in parentheses, perform beyond expectations. This is what expected out of you. Plus also you are expected to be hardworking. These are all the qualities, and as an employer, if somebody is coming to employ you, this is what the qualities that they expect from you. Hardworking, trustworthy, God-fearing, problem-solving ability, decision-making, because you are alone there. You can't call here, sir, 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 you can't call. There is nobody to you. You are alone, left alone there. You are expected to make decisions. You are expected to solve the problems. It comes in a package. And they expect you to be temperament. It is not just today you make one sixer. Continuously, you are expected to make continuous sixes. It's called temperament. You perform this year, you need to perform next season. You perform next season, you have to perform next season. One season if you are not doing good, sorry. Temperament and performance, it's also a criteria. Good, next level. This is what exactly they look at you. My dear little chicken, please grow your wing faster so that you can fly like an eagle. First of all, go down. I see most of the cases, youngsters, Those who are already recruited here, they come to training there. So when I'm in the field there, I used to see them. They come with the calculators already in hand. Sir, I'll work for 3-4 years. Calculate this much of incentives I may get if I not get. 4 years I'll work and resign and go and do my business there in India. Or they'll come and say, sir, I belong to this category. I need Mitsubishi or a Honda. This is what is allotted to me. Why they bought Hyundai for me? Or, sir, I am allotted 3 flats with a double AC room and 1 single room, but I got only 1 AC room. This all the small things. They have not just landed. First, please remember, as I told you, just now I asked you one question. How many of you learned the languages? Have taken initiative, learned one foreign language? So, you're going to get a job. An employer goes to interview. There's a cost of interview, hiring cost, and they are going to take a flight fare for you and visa expenses. On arrival, again picking up you, accommodate you, and again you have resident permits. There are so many papers to make abroad for you to stay in that country. There are so many expenses already made. And thank God that if you're in English country, it's okay. But if you're in a foreign language country, you have to learn the language also. And before you started performing, you're generating the first dollar for the organization. Take it from me, it's going to be a year or 2 minimum. The company invests on you. Till the time, they take you, hire you, spend all the kind of money for you. Before you even make the first dollar, that the realization people should have. So what happens is that you take a year or 2 and started performing. So I'm talking about the perspectives of what you see and what is reality. So most of the youngsters make the biggest mistake when they are about to start. After the training finishes everything, the company already invested on you. They beautifully go ahead. Now you already started, now walking properly, now everything moving around. And this is the time all the poachers come to you. The company was already trained you, it's something different. But once you're already ready to walk and you already started creating a little bit identity for you in the market, and people come, okay, this guy is already generating some funds. Why don't we just topple $1,000 more and take him out? Youngsters, please remember, this is where the biggest mistake everybody does. Don't get tempted for that. The moment you get tempted for that, you're in a trap already. The person who hired you, at any instance, he will tell you. He will insult you and he'll tell you very nicely, sir, sorry. What do you expect out of me? You just left your guy who trained you for so many 2-3 years. He was invested on you. Just for $1,000 you left him. You came to me. So create a temperament, at least for a period of minimum, at least till you create your own identity very nicely. Do not shift. Please remember, employers basically, they don't consider, they take 5 people, 10 people. It doesn't for them. For them, it's only expenses. They will start investing on you unless you prove worth, unless they'll get confident that one day that you will be worth for the future and you are going to generate in the future. You will be effective tomorrow, not for being effective yesterday. Unless if they get a confidence that you are going to be effective tomorrow, they are not going to. The investment still not started. They are only making expenses. The investment will start unless you start proving yourself that there is a call. They will send you for ITP. Intensive training programs. That's where they will start inventing, unless if they themselves feel that you are fit for that. Till that time, they consider it as expenses only. So get into that, give that confidence to your employer that I am worth for that. Then you go for ITP, then next level. They'll start investing on you, then go to next level. They'll train you in many fields for you to face the competencies. Does anyone know what is compartmentalization of business? You are studying a business management here. I would like to know, anybody has an idea of what is compartmentalization of business? Any one of you? Compartmentalization of business basically means, it's like a cocoa tree. From a cocoa tree, cocoa part comes, cocoa to chocolate. You have sourcing department, and that's one department. That's compartmentalized already. There are so many compartments in a business, from mark to market, M to M we call it. There's a sourcing department, after logistics, handed